Hey, you guys, welcome to the Pretty Spiritual channel. And today we are doing another collective reading. It's timeless as well. So whenever you come across this reading is when it will resonate for you. In the spiritual realm, there is no sense of time. So you could come across the reading, a year from now, 6 months from now, 5 years from now. Whenever that message is supposed to resonate for you is when it will resonate for you. So no matter what anybody else says, understand that much, okay? After this collective reading is done for how they feel about you, I will do some free live readings only for an hour. Yeah, an hour, maybe a little longer, but and then I cut it off there. So if you're interested in getting a reading, do the hand sign. And actually, let me do this before I forget. Do the hand sign and make sure to, let me see if I can get that in there. All right, take all that off. Sorry, you guys, it's going to take me a second here. I got some rules. And then I'll take all the rest of that stuff off of there. All right. Ready to get going. Oops. I'm sorry, this should not take this long. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I was supposed to already have this set up. Okay. All right. Sorry. Now I can get going. I don't know if the music is too loud or not because I want the music there. But if the music is too loud and you actually can't hear me, please let me know. Okay. Sorry about all those clothes now still there. It's not supposed to be there. Okay, so can you guys let me know if you can hear me fine or not with the background music? I appreciate it if you did. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Flo? Can you hear me with the background music? Can you hear me fine? It's hard for me to tell what you guys can hear or not. I'm just trying to figure out if you can hear me with the background music or not. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the collective reading for How Do They Feel About You? And then for those who want a free reading, I'm only doing an hour of free readings. Just put the hand emoji in the chat and I'll be able to go back and look and see who wanted a free reading. And of course, hit the like button. So hit the like button and hand emoji, and that qualifies you for a free reading. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right, so collective. This is a timeless reading. How do they feel about you? How does your folks, your person, your people, and this is I want to say this applies to love. However, this can be general, so this can apply to whatever. Okay, in terms of who it is you're wondering how they feel about you. So it can apply to either one. It just depends on who you're watching for. Boredom card sideways. So I want to say they are somewhat still interested, but also kind of losing interest because they may be bored of the situation or the connection. So it's like saying half interested still, or still half engaged with you. When I say engaged with someone, like in terms of interest, if they want to do things with you or they want to talk to you or deal with you, whatever. I want to say also half-hearted is what I may be hearing or seeing for somebody. So a part of them wants to give to the connection. A part of them is, a little less willing because they are, I don't know if they're losing interest or if their interest is peaking back and forth. One minute they're very interested, the next minute they're not so interested, So it looks like you guys have something that you may need to bring more forth to the table here. Like maybe if you've been holding back or not been showing much to the connection, maybe this be the time to add a little more pizzazz to it. Maybe find something more of interest to do when you're around them or with them. See, see what their interest may be, to see if you guys have any common ground or anything. I happened to see a video by is it Kevin Hicks, his channel on YouTube, if you guys look him up, and it was a pretty cool video. Well, it was a good video because it was about, and I know he does a lot of his videos mostly for addressing women, but I say this applies to anybody. If there's someone you're interested in or you are dealing with or trying to talk to, don't assume that whatever it is you're doing is 100% going to make, like pique someone's interest or whatever. He was saying that they always say that, treat someone how you want to be treated, which is fine and everything, but make sure you actually do pay attention to what, somebody else may be interested in or like, and they should be doing the same thing for you though. Make sure it's mutual interest, and them also making sure they, see what it is that you like or interested in, but never assume that that they're, 100% into everything that you're doing or whatever. But um business in reverse, suffering sideways. So it looks like they have not been able to, I kind of feel like they have not been able to connect with you or make something happen with you, you know? Um, or maybe you guys have not been able to see eye to eye on something here. Um, and for some of you, I feel like it's disagreement. For others of you, it's just somehow you're not quite connecting. Somehow you're not quite connecting. Somehow you're not able to see mutual interest or see how you can make it work or something, or how you can really manage to even manage to make things work, or even see each other, or manage to find common ground or interest, or to find mutual interest. Therefore, I feel like they're kind of like feeling, they're leaning towards feeling like maybe this is a hassle, more hassle than it's worth. Maybe this has become a headache to them. Um, I feel like they want to win in this situation with you, because they're. It's not to say that they don't like you, don't have interest in you, or anything like that, but it's like they're not seeing how um, this is working out, or how they can make this work. Okay. Um, they could be a little frustrated or stressed out by this, or even disappointed. You know, um, some of them could be frustrated in other ways for other reasons in regards to how they feel about you. Um, such as like somebody's not able to make the time. Somebody's not able to um, really see where things are going here. Okay. Prayer in reverse. So somebody who does not know how to um, turn a situation that could be, like I said, frustrating, into something good, or into something that will literally be beneficial, or actually work out. Someone here also could be losing faith here in the situation. They could be losing faith here in the situation. They could even be feeling like you have lost hope and faith in um, the situation, or maybe they lost hope and faith in you. Now, this is supposed to be how they feel about you, but I feel like sometimes the way the energy comes through, it may pick up on both ends. Someone here has been working a lot. This could also, like I said, be um, another reason why this has been a headache, trying to make a schedule work, or trying to find time to squeeze somebody in, or just feeling like they don't really have the time, or they could be feeling like you don't have the time and you have so much to do. It could be work, or it could be responsibilities, or whatever, or it could be even your hobbies and passions that you are so tied up with. Could even be a business or something that somebody's working on that they're so tied up with. So, what else is here for the collective in terms of how they feel about you or the connection? Okay. And they don't have a clue. Recovery verse, they don't have a clue how to turn things around. They don't have a clue how to get through to you, or how you guys can just, turn this around or make it work. And to say the least, that's disappointing. But at least you're aware that they just don't know what to do about the situation. I don't have a clue. Okay. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. How does this person feel about you or the situation? This can apply generally or it can apply to your love life. Okay, so these two slid out. Okay, so Seven of Staffs in the reverse, Five of Coins in the reverse, and the Hangman sideways. So they're definitely kind of stuck between if they should hang in here or not, or if they should abandon ship. Trying to figure out if they should hang in there to see what else will come up or to see if things will work out or not. Whereas they're also looking at, because I feel like they're looking at this situation here has so much value to it for them and for you. They see the value here. And I feel like for them, if they don't end up feeling like if they can figure out here how to not be left out in the cold, or if it turns out things can work out to where no one here is left feeling out in the cold, and the real value can actually start to actually be benefit and experience here in the situation, then they're here for it. They're definitely here for it, and this is what they're kind of half waiting for, trying to half hang in there for. However, on the other end, it's like if things can't work out, then it would be because things are not really able to be managed. They're looking at how either you or them or both of you guys are not quite able to stay on top of things and somehow get organized and manage enough to make it work between your schedules and availability and interest, and find common ground and find common interest, and common time to even meet or see each other, so something has to balance out here, and I feel like they're half hanging in there trying to figure out what's gonna happen here. They want to see if things can work out. If they don't, then they're not going to hang in there any longer. So they really are in limbo. They really are in limbo. I kind of feel like you guys may be as well, kind of trying to hang in there to see what happens, to see what work out. Ooh, okay. Doesn't feel like it's a loss though yet. It's just, can you make it work? Can can it manage? And I feel like, everybody has free will. So this is not a situation where it's set in stone. It's just pointing out this is what the energy is, and this is where things are kind of lingering around in the connection, in terms of how they feel about you, how you may honestly even feel about them. I feel like somehow it's mutual though. Like you guys are mirroring each other's energy. Let's see how else they may be feeling about you in the connection. I mean, what's interesting is with all the cards, it's pretty much like it's like the same message is being relayed. Okay, so other energy being presented here. Okay. Now, some of you might want to be aware of the fact that they may be attracted to your success, such as your money, material possessions, or how well you've done for yourself, the things you've acquired, the fact that you may be secure, stable financially, or just, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you may be rich or wealthy or anything, but you've probably done fine or good for yourself. So you're not really lacking or wanting for anything, you're doing fine. So um, that's something they're looking at. And I feel like they find that attractive about you because they probably want to deal with somebody who has themselves together and appears to be stable, secure, or at least just have themselves together, or maybe have it going on. But, you know, um, I don't, I don't get that they are, like superficial or anything, but I always like to warn people, be careful of anybody being superficial and being there for what you have. But I feel like they're just looking at you have yourself together and they want a partner that's like that. Okay. Um, but it also says you confuse them. Okay. Perhaps they don't know what it is that you want from the connection and um, how you intend to see it through, in terms of what is it that you're aiming for? What do you want from them? What do you need from them? And what do you expect from them? You know, um, I feel like you guys, you need to speak up and communicate that. Okay, that's what I'm getting intuitively here. Um, Expectations, put them out there because they're not sure what it is that you want or what you're looking for or how you are going to manage to um, make things work. Because if you're the one who's really busy and have a lot going on for your, let's say, your work career, or if you have children and a lot of responsibilities or all of those things, or you might even be one of those people who you just have a full life. I suspect some of you have a very full life. Like you have time that you spend with friends, family, you have hobbies, things you like to do, and the go with your work schedule or your career, business, family, kids, whatever. Okay. So put it out on the table what it is you're looking for, expectations, things like that, how you think you can manage to make this um, work or happen. And it says they will talk to you later, weeks from now on. So if your person has not been really that engaged with you communication wise or talking with you much, or if they seem to be missing in action or ghosted or disappeared, or um, if they're the ones who are really busy, like I said, I kind of feel like you both kind of have some schedule conflicts because of everything you have going on. Okay. Um, some of you, it's just your situation overall that kind of keeps you guys from not really being able to see each other. So it could be distance, so it's not always time and schedules that conflict. Sometimes it's just distance, sometimes it's obligations, and sometimes it's just um, for some of you, I suspect it may be because um, you don't really want everybody in your business, and therefore you're trying to be private, and maybe you can't manage to figure out how you can keep this private and have this situation going without everybody else, being able to find out, whatever it may be. Okay. Um, Hi, Flex. I'm good. How are you? So if you're not hearing from them yet, or right now, or very consistently, you will, weeks from now, okay? And this person adores you, okay? I suspect that you guys adore them too, but they definitely adore you. So that's good energy. That's good energy. I don't feel like I need to pull more cards from that deck. Let's see if we can figure out if there are any um, other factors in this situation here. Now, some of these cards may show how they actually feel about you or what they think about you, and it might pick up on how you think or feel about them. So be mindful of that. It's really supposed to be how they feel about you in the connection, but sometimes it picks up your energy. But um, if there's any other factors or thoughts, feelings, let's see what comes up here. One of the cards fell out. Something about being a bad boy, bad girl, or being naughty. Okay, so either they think you are, um, um, a bad boy or bad girl or naughty or something like that, or maybe somebody's a player here, or they have a lot of people that's interested in them, and it, and this could be you as well. Okay, so someone here thinks someone is messy. Okay, um, and when I say messy, I mean, could it be you? You're literally like messy. Yeah, but this messy is more like um might say some things that rub somebody the wrong way, or might not handle their affairs very well, or keep certain details very discreet, you know what I'm saying? And that can come off as being messy to them, or you may feel this way about them. Let's see what else come up here. Okay, someone here desires children and a family. Someone here has a baby girl or would like to have one. Okay, so this could be them or this could be you. Doesn't matter. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see this. Someone either wants a relationship. Okay, so either they want a relationship, or you do, or you both do, or someone might be in a relationship. Take the situation as it resonates for your situation. Um, if you're fully aware of the details, then if this makes sense or not. You know what I'm saying? How it makes sense. If you're not fully aware of all the details of your situation, like if someone possibly is in another relationship or anything like that, then that might be a hint, or it's just saying that either one of you or both of you desire a relationship. Okay, but don't think the worst. Don't think the worst. Okay, someone has high standards and high self-esteem. They may think you have high standards and high self-esteem. Okay, or it could be the other way around. Someone here um, dates others, or it's. I feel like they may think you might be dating other people. Is it possible that they might be? Yeah, but this is supposed to be how they feel about you. Could this be other details that's playing into the situation that's going on with this person? Yeah, that's also a possibility as well. But you guys go with what you actually know or familiar with the situation. If there's something that is hidden, you will definitely find out. Okay, but there's so many of you out here. I can't definitively say if some of these things are actual factors, like these are things that your person may actually have going on versus the things that they want with you. So, just take what resonates and what doesn't, and know that trust your intuition, your discernment also, but don't think the worst. Okay. And let me see one more that makes probably don't need to pull one more, but let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. So there's definitely a desire for family, or somebody already has a family. And this could be played into the factor of why it's been so hard to make things work, if somebody is obligated to family or not. So, one thing I want to do is I want to pull an outcome for the situation. So, what is the outcome here for the situation? What is the advice with the tarot cards here? And then I'll use all my other cards to, get some spiritual advice or insight. Oh, dang, that's a lot of cards. Don't want that many, y'all. So, guess what? They're going back into the deck. Okay. So let me see. Outcome and advice. Outcome and advice. Outcome and advice. Okay. Hold on here. Sorry, you guys. That music is red out. Let me get it back. Put it back up on the table. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, there's another card underneath there. All right. So what I'm looking at here, Two of Pentacles in reverse. It looks like for the outcome of the situation, and keep in mind, nothing is set in stone. You have free will, and if you decide to do something different to influence the outcome of the situation, which that's possible, then you have empowered yourself. However, if you sit around waiting for a prediction to happen, then you're not empowering yourself. Put your best foot forward and do what you can to help in the situation. And if something still doesn't work out to your favor, then that's what the destiny was. Okay, you're just supposed to learn from it in that case. Okay, sometimes we can influence the situation to change differently, sometimes not. So when I'm looking at Two of Pentacles in reverse, this looks like someone, or maybe you guys are just not going to be able to manage to no, actually, hold on. Actually, this is actually good. This is actually good. I have to be careful how I'm seeing these cards because you see how they're reflective. Two of Pentacles reverse, this is actually good. And it's good in this case because the juggling stops. The juggling act stops. For some or many of you in this situation here, the reason why things have not been working out the way you wanted to in a connection, and there's been half interest, or your person's been losing some interest, or frustrated, or you guys could be feeling the same way. I feel like it's mirrored the same energy, is because there's been too much going on, either on your end or theirs or both. But the outcome is, I feel like you guys are going to work something out to where you come to a mutual agreement and understanding that something has to give, or else the connection is just going to fail, or it can't work out. Okay, so I feel like you guys are going to find a way to make your schedules work and make whatever responsibilities you have, or obligations, or whatever it is that's been kind of causing a half blockage or a hindrance here with things going well. You're going to find a way to work that out. Okay, you're going to stop juggling so much. Some of you are going to kind of put some things in order or perspective, or to the side a bit, or just manage to find a way to make it work. Okay, I feel like it's going to work out on both ends in that regards. Okay, um I also feel like you guys are going to put the expectations out on the table so that it's understood what is it that you're looking for, what goals you have in mind, what needs need to be met, what desires do you have here in this connection. Okay, so hi golden girl, uh read the rules at the top. I think I posted the rules. Read the rules at the top there. Whenever you guys come in and you want to get a reading, you just hit the like button and then you put the hand emoji there. That way I can see that you want a reading. So when I'm done with this reading, I can just scroll down through the chat, and it makes it easy for me to see who came first, who comes next, and that they want a reading. And then when I call on you, have your question ready. And that's it. Okay. So I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, so you guys are going to make things work, and you're going to free yourselves because you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So whatever was restricting you, whatever was restricting them, whatever was restricting the connection from working out, you guys are going to free yourselves, or they're going to free themselves. Y'all are going to free yourselves up to make it work. It's not going to be more juggling acts. The advice here, this is the Judgment card in reverse, if I'm not mistaken, / the Karma card in reverse. Okay. You guys are being advised to Don't, what is it that I really want to say in regards to this advice here? Um, this is what I'm getting from this. Don't wait for, um, don't wait for things to happen. Make things happen. Don't wait for the outcome. You be the agent of change. Okay. Um, don't expect for things to just fall in place. You be proactive. You know that that to me is what I'm getting from that card. Intuitively, that's what I'm getting from that card. Okay, so let's move forward to other advice cards here. You have helpful people. Um, some of you might want to get advice from people you trust or friends or whatever. Now, what's interesting is you have wait, not the right time. Okay, the helpful people could also be like a mediator or couples counseling, couples therapy. That's if you are in a stage of the connection where it's serious enough, okay, for you guys to go to a couples therapist or a counselor. This, even if this is a family situation, family counseling, whatever it is. Um, Whatever the situation is, because this is general, it also can apply to love. You guys figure out what that means to you. It also can mean maybe even talking to other people who's been in a similar situation, see how they work out for them. But the timing is a little off. So it might take a little time for things to, for you guys to be able to work things out or whatever. Okay. Um, so don't be in a rush or be too much in a hurry. In the meantime, see what you can do on your end to make it possible to have more energy or time to give to this connection. And if it's a certain kind of circumstance that you need to free yourself, where you need to be able to free yourself, or you need to make some changes to your career or work or your responsibilities, your schedule, that's something you should take the time to figure out how can it happen or work. For some of you, I feel like it's not something that you can immediately change. Okay, which is why I think it says wait, the timing is not right. But let's see. You know what? I knew I had more cards that I wanted to do. I knew I had more cards I did. I just couldn't think of them. Okay, I just couldn't think of them. But I'm gonna leave that where it is. I'm gonna leave it where it is because I don't want to spend all night on that. So let's see. All right, that's a lot of cards. Advice here. All right. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner, is what you guys are being told. So be thoughtful, warm, sensible, but, think a little bit outside the box, in how you can make things work. But this is the Queen of Earth. And I do not know how well or not you guys can see this, but this is her. This is, she's literally standing there in all her glory, and this is a pot of gold, coins. This is about value. This is about value and prosperity and abundance. No matter what that value is or what kind of prosperity or abundance you're trying to have, she is using her power, her personal power, her ability to manifest, prayers, whatever it is, hard work, determination, willpower to manifest the value of whatever it is that she's seeking or wanting. Okay. So you're being told to manifest what it is that you want, visualize it, see it, you pray for it, work towards that goal. Okay. Even if it means there's change that has to happen within or to your lifestyle or your schedule. Life experience card, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. This is typically a card of change, transformation, and transition, which is also the death card. So for some of you, there may be something that needs to end, or something you may need to let go, or there's a transition you need to make, or some changes you need to make, some kind of transformation, something, or some of you are in a transitional period of or stage of your life, or in a transitional situation. And you know that some things have to change in order for you to have this situation work out and other things to work out. Okay. You guys have the Seven of Cups here. So there's a choice you guys have to make. You guys have some different options available to you, different choices. Some of you, you have different ideas or ideals that you're looking at. Some of you, you're you're absolutely distracted. You're distracted, and it's time for you to get undistracted, and get more focus on what it is that you want, so that you can actually work towards making that goal or that dream happen. You know, and some of you, you just need to make a choice. You just need to make a choice, because you know some of you may be trying to have your cake and eat it too, or you're like I said, some of you have been juggling things or situations or responsibilities, or um, there's a certain path you may need to take to put you in a certain position to be able to have the ability to, you know, have more of a personal life or a love life, or have this relationship or connection or whatever it is. You know, you guys know what it is that you are looking at here that's going to make a difference to if things how things will work out if you do something differently or make some changes. Okay. The dreamer card, this is the full card. You're being told to step out, take a leap of faith, take a risk. Okay. There's old saying, nothing venture, nothing gain. And in the game of love, or just whatever this is that you are seeking or hoping for, um, it's like you have to be willing to make a sacrifice in order to gain something much greater. Okay. Um, so you can't hold on to, like I said, you have to be willing to make some changes. You can't just be sitting there and be like, you know, um, in certain kind of energy and not willing to make certain moves, or not willing to express yourself and let you know, um, like the fool, when they're in love or they want love, they're not afraid to go get it. They're not afraid to share their feelings, their emotions. They're not afraid to ask for what it is that they want when they're dealing with others, or put their expectations out there or desires. They're not afraid to, like I said, go get it. They're not afraid to go get it. They're a risk taker. And in the game of love, you have to be willing to take some risks. Now, you don't, you know, play the role of a fool so much to the point where uh, totally compromise yourself and then put yourself in a horrible position, um, or fall over the edge of the cliff. But, be willing to make some risk, or take some sort of chance there. Okay. You can't always play it safe because you're afraid, oh, this is not going to work out, or this is not going to be worth it, or you're going to get your heart broken, or what if they reject you? Then you're not ready for love. You're not even open to it truly if you're too busy trying to play it safe. No, don't be a complete fool, but don't be a scaredy cat either. Okay. Um, 10 of Wands there. Um, there's burdens here. There's burdens here in your situation, or stress, or doing too much. So you may need to, and this is, I feel like where helpful people come in, you may need to delegate some things to other people, especially responsibilities or obligations, or something. Um, or you may need to, like I said, take some of the heavy load off of you if you got too much going on. It which would help lighten your situation for allowing something else to work out in your love life, relationships, whatever. Okay. It's because it's pointing out too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress related concerns and things. Let's see what other advice you guys are being given. Open your heart. I've said this already before. Nothing risk, nothing venture, nothing gained. If you're not willing to open up and express yourself or show real interest or, make your desires known to this other person or, really even make some sort of effort here, then, but you can't be the only one making effort though. It has to be both making effort. But sometimes it just takes us to get the ball rolling or the other person. But um, don't don't be proactive. That's all I say. Be proactive. Don't be the person sitting there talking about, well, I'm not gonna make a move unless they make a move, or I'm not gonna show interest unless they do, or I'm not gonna say nothing unless they do. Because if you do that, you risk nothing happening possibly, because maybe all they needed to know is that you were interested, or that you need or want something from them, or that you would like to do this or that. You know, don't be afraid of potential rejection. Rejection is not necessarily rejecting you. It's just um, it's not the right situation, or the person may already have somebody, or maybe it's some other factor. But don't take it personally. It is what it is. But I don't, nothing risk, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Say thank you. But this card is someone showing kindness to someone, or showing gratitude when someone shows kindness. So if somebody makes, an effort towards you, if they do something kind towards you, make sure they know that you appreciate it. Sometimes we can underestimate the little things that people do that is a show of kindness or thoughtfulness. Don't let it go overlooked. Okay. So make sure that you're aware that you need to show something. Okay. Um, Okay. All right. So celebrate you. Okay. Love and appreciate yourself. And I also feel like this card is about taking the mask off, because she's at this masquerade party. Everybody else has their mask on. She took hers off, meaning she's not afraid to show more of herself. And this is something I was talking about earlier. And you need to show more of yourself, because earlier we got a card showing that they were somewhat lacking interest or losing interest, not fully, but to some degree. And I felt like it had more to do with than just circumstances, but also what are you showing them of yourself. Don't be afraid to show more of yourself. Don't be sitting there holding back so much. I know a lot of people do this. They hold back because they either afraid that a person is not going to like what they see, or they're going to look like they are doing too much or extra, or you know, um, attention or whatever it is. Sometimes I feel like people, like I said, they fear rejection. Like, what if I show how I really am, or this and that and other, or show more interest, and they it turns out they're not as interested or don't like me. So what? That's life. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You take no risk, you don't win anything. If you don't play the game, you don't win any prizes. You know. Um, rise and shine. So rise to the occasion. You know, get up and get to it. Meaning, to me, be proactive, be aware of the situation, and do something about it. Go for it. But make sure you're not the only one to show interest or to put forth effort, though. And it says, call your spirit home. Some of you, I feel like you just you're not in your most peaceful place, or you might be stressed out or something. Okay. Make sure that you work on your spiritual peace of mind and your spirit, so that you're in a good place. And make sure that you feel good about yourself and that you're confident as well. Okay. Final card here, chemistry. Chemistry. So there's a strong magnetic connection here. So I feel like, you know, um, it's worth it for you guys to, take a chance here, but you gotta be willing, you gotta be ready. All right. So that was the collective reading on how do they feel about you. Now I'm going to get into the free readings. If you read the top or you read the description, if you read the top